Hey, hi friends, good evening. Welcome to this channel. And in this video, we are going to discuss a very important concept related to funnels, that is CRO, Conversion Rate Optimization. I will be dividing the entire section into few important questions. Number one, why CRO is important? What is CRO? Number one, or number one is what is conversion rate optimization. Number two, why it is important. And number three, how you can start thinking on about CRO and thinking on these lines. What tools you need, what elements you need to incorporate. And number fourth is how you can do it, implement it in the above the fold section. What are the important elements? So let's get started. Number one, conversion rate optimization. So what is it? See, you, for example, you are running Facebook ads. People click your ad and land on your landing page. Say for example, you are selling a 99 rupees webinar. Now the people who clicked and landed on your landing page have two actions to take. Either they will enroll for your webinar or they will not enroll for your webinar. If they enroll for your webinar, then that is great. But if they don't enroll for your webinar, then that is a problem. It means you have a low conversion rate, you have higher cost per result. Your cost per result will increase and you will have a low conversion rate, and basically you will be wasting money. So, steps that we implement to increase the conversion rate of our landing page. Steps that we implement to increase the conversion of our landing page from the same amount of traffic. This thing is important. For example, you are running ads at 1000 rupees per day budget, and before implementing CRO, your conversion rate was 2%. After implementing CRO, your conversion rate increases to 5%. So steps that you take to increase the conversion rate of your landing page from the same amount of traffic, those steps are called conversion rate optimization. Okay, now why it is important? The answer I have already told you, that ideally if you have a good ad, you have a fancy ad, everything is great, page loading speed is great, but after clicking your ad, people are not converting on your landing page, people are not converting there, then you are literally wasting money on ads. Because what is the purpose of ad? To sell the click. People will click on your ad and then come to your landing page, and there they must convert at least 5% of people. If they don't convert, then your landing page has a problem, and it will basically, you will waste your money. So what it is and why it is important to increase the conversion rate of your landing page, so that you can generate more revenue from the same amount of traffic. Your ROAS will increase, your ROI will improve. These are the two business metrics that will improve. Take now when it starts. See, basic when designing a landing page, basic fundamentals you need to keep in mind. But always remember that complete CRO does not start at the first step. The advanced level strategies you start implementing after you have gathered some data. For example, you ran your ad for 7 days, 100 200 people landed on your page, and out of that 3% converted. Now you have data. Now you will track this data. I will tell you what important metrics you must track, and on the basis of that then you make the decision. So CRO is not a one time event. Basics of CRO you implement at the start. Everything and I will tell you in the later part of the video how what are the things that need to be kept in mind. Basics of CRO you need to implement, but CRO is not a one time event. It is a continuous ongoing activity. When you have data 100 to 100 people, then you analyze your page, why these people are converting, why these people are not converting, where they are clicking, and on the basis of that you make decisions, you make changes on your page, you shift your call to actions, you shift your testimonial section. On the basis of this you tweak your offer. So these things only when you have gathered some data. So CRO is not a one time event, it is a continuous ongoing activity. ठीक. Now how to do it? See, initially when you start, if you are on a low budget, you can use free tools to track and see the actions of people landing on your page, what they are doing. The two tools are Google Analytics and Microsoft Clarity. Microsoft Clarity will give you a heat map, for example, and scroll depth also. For example, someone landed on your landing page, they saw your headline, your video and call to action, but didn't register. They scrolled down, went to the testimonial section, read the FAQ section, everything. Then either they must enroll or they must not enroll. So basically, this Microsoft Clarity will tell you, they will provide you a heat map. The heat map means the majority or heat, basically where after what point on your landing page majority of traffic is going bouncing back. Heat map will tell you that yes, people are landing, they are reading your headline, so they are staying there and reading your headline, this portion will become red. Similarly, they are listening to your video, if it is there, then this portion becomes red, gets highlighted. So this is how. Similarly, Microsoft Clarity will also tell you page scroll depth. Scroll depth means up to what point on your landing page people have scrolled. They have scrolled down and seen what you are saying. Basically, they have read it, and on the basis of that, they are taking the action. See, from the hall, the more the scroll depth, the better it is for you, the better quality of audience will people will you will get. Why? Because if people are scrolling down, they are staying and going to the bottom of their page and staying there also. How much long they are staying, average session, this will also give. Number one, heat map, scroll depth and average session, how many seconds they are spending on your landing page. For example, 10, 20, 1 minute, the more the better. It means people are reading, and if they are coming, they are taking an informed decision, and we want an informed people to join our course. We want an informed audience to come to us. An ill-informed, uninformed audience will only things make matter, will not convert basically. So the more informed, the more they are going to consuming your content on the page, the better it is. So Microsoft Clarity will give you three main data, even though it gives a lot of the other things also, but for the sake of simplicity, number one, heat map, number two, scroll depth, and number three, average session. Average session, heat map will tell you कि on which part of your page they are, and bounce off point also, fourth bounce off point, and which first let me explain heat map, like which part of your page they are staying the most. Is it the headline, above the fold part, or testimonial part, whatever it is. Then bounce rate. Bounce rate means, say for example 100 people landed on your page, and out of that only 25 people bound left your page immediately. So this is bounce rate. The lower the better. Third comes your scroll depth, I already told you, and fourth is your average session. Similarly, you can also use Google Analytics. This is also free. And one more important thing, Google Analytics also helps you to tackle your attribution issue, which we see a lot of in these days on Facebook advertisement. Basically, meta ads. They have a lot of attribution it. So these are two things: Microsoft Clarity and Google Analytics. Now moving on to what when you are starting, some of the key points that you need to keep in mind. First thing, number one, above the fold. In the above the fold section, what important elements you must have for a paid webinar? I am telling. Number one is your headline. Number two is your sub headline. Number three is your landing page video. And I have explained in previous videos how you can have a landing page video. And number four is your call to action button. This is above the fold: headline, sub headline, landing page video, call to action button. And just below call to action button, you can have testimonials like 4.9 out of 5 star rated reviews by 2000 people on Google, something like that. You must have seen that. So these things: headline, sub headline, video, call to action, and within the call to action you can add urgency and scarcity, call to action, and social proof. 5 most important elements that you must have in the above the fold section. Now headline tells what it is. What is your program? For example, how to overcome the fear of speaking in public. Sub headline tells how. Join my 2-day or 1-day communication masterclass and learn the strategies used by 2000 plus people to overcome shy individuals to become confident speaker anywhere at any place. So the headline tells you what it is, and the sub headline talks about how. The how part gets covered under how it is done and other sub problems and benefits. Like I mentioned, how to overcome the fear of speaking in public, headline. Sub headline is how. Basically, how you can overcome this fear. Number one, join my workshop, and there you will overcome this fear, remove your shyness, and be confident speaker in any social gathering. So I made it more relatable. Then after that is your video, landing page video. In the landing page video, share them your testimonials and share your story. And then there must be a call to action button followed by social proof. That's it. These 4 elements you must need in your, because the benefit part is done by the headline, sub headline, and the video. Then just after this you can add your benefits, and after followed by testimonial section. But these things, 4 things, must be present in the above the fold section if it is a paid webinar. If it is a free webinar, then I would highly recommend you to improve the quality of lead. Don't add call to action in the above the fold section. Like we are running a free webinar, so I have not added call to action button in the above the fold section. Why? Because if I would have done that, we get clickbait type of people. They just land on free है तो कोई भी चलाएगा. They just land on your page, see अच्छा, click, register and come. So I have deliberately removed call to action button from my above the fold section. This has increased my cost. Yes, it has increased, but it has also improved the quality of lead, because I have tried both. Initially there was a call to action button, so I used to get people who joined the WhatsApp group, and whenever I post a message they will left and run. Immediately 1-2 people will go away. But once I removed it, So it is not that people are not going. People are going, but lesser number. Still, since it is a free webinar, you will get non-serious people, but still they are lesser. So this was all about conversion rate optimization. Till then, take care. Bye bye.